sports. Sean says Hoke is kind of an unknown as far as I'm concerned. Can you guys give some more info? Tony, though, goes ahead and gives him some more info. So it seems like they're having a little conversation on our Facebook page as far as who Brady Hoke is. So really no other new bitches and badasses from that portion of the discussion on our Facebook page. But like I mentioned at the top of the show, we're going to go ahead and get to our bitches and badasses here in just a little bit. In the meantime, though, we're going to go ahead and do a weekly preview of Detroit Grouty Radio and Inside the Huddle. Detroit Grouty Radio obviously made their comeback this past Thursday night at 8 o'clock, which you can listen to right here on TheMajors.net or Grouty.com. And Inside the Huddle is, like always, on TheMajors.net every Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. As far as Grouty goes this week, Squirrel, what do we have going on for the show?
We had a ton going on in Grouty this week. We're going to do our true first inaugural appearance of the Craigslist watchdogging, our own Artifact. Actually, which you're probably wondering, some of the Majors fans may be wondering where Artifact is. He is kind of
He's playing Xbox right now. Let's not.
No, Artifact has kind of left the Majors so he can focus on hosting Detroit Grouty Radio. But you can see him there on Grouty, or you'll still hear him every once in a while here on this show too. But he is also the official Craigslist watchdog. You'll hear that. You'll also hear our newest correspondent, Chris Sini, telling you what exactly is up and coming in the world of comic books, as well as all the normal segments such as Deadcast, and then you can catch us with Extra Grinnings, a complete rip-off and unoriginal idea that we stole from our very own Majors Live, and also Grouty After the Show.
We're all one here, so there's no stealing. There's no
true.
stealing. We're all one here. But
that's true. We share everything. It's a big radio commune.
But that Craigslist watchdog, why don't you give the listeners a little preview to what that is, because they may be targeted by the Craigslist watchdog if they do anything dumb on Craigslist. So tell us what a little preview. What is the Craigslist watchdog, Squirrel?
There is, so if you search Craigslist, which evidently Artifact has way too much time to search Craigslist, but you can find some really ridiculous things. If you are ever of the opinion that people know how to spell, know how to talk, know what they're talking about, then go to Craigslist and you will be proven wrong almost instantly. There is some absolutely ridiculous stuff on Craigslist.
Is our show on Craigslist after that description?
It's for sale.
I mean, some of the want ads, or some of the employer ads on there. Some of the things that people are trying to give away. I realize they're giving them away for free, but I mean, just last week, for instance, there's somebody on trying to give a coffee can full of rusty bolts away on Craigslist. Just come pick them up.
Nails and hinges too.
Nails and hinges too. Yeah, all rusty.
It wasn't Jared, was it?
There are some absolutely ridiculous things on Craigslist. So we're going to give some of these people a call, see if we can't do a little bit of matchmaking. A lot of people are offering trades up there, for prosthetic limbs and rusty bolts. So we're going to see if maybe we can't work out a little bit of trading here and there. You should tune in too and not just search Craigslist yourself, because Craigslist does remove some of these ridiculous things on a decently quick basis, but not as quick as Artifact can find them. And,
that's right. That's why he is the Craigslist watchdog.
Archive them for us to share and enjoy.
If you find some limbs, can you let me know, please?
Yeah. Oh, there's some people out there looking for them.
Yeah, I could use a few new limbs.
I just want to point out some of the gems that Artifact has found. Whether it be the pine cones, the trash bag full of pine cones.
It was 5 full trash bags full of pine cones that the lady didn't have the heart to throw away.
Didn't have that, because they could have been used for a school project.
Which then 4 months later, Artifact found an ad on someone on Craigslist saying, "Does anybody have a bag full of pine cones? I really need them for my daughter's school project." Which is how the idea of Craigslist Matchmaker came about. Because we were like, if only they had been together at the same time, we could have actually gotten them together, and both of them would have been happy.
I have a 6-pack of beer that someone found in a dumpster.
That which leads us to another Grouty segment you can hear, which will be the Groutyest moment of the week. You can, we'll leave the preview there. We won't spoil it.
Yeah, don't give it all away.
But, the Groutyest moment of the week does involve, it involves beer and dumpsters. So just tune in.
I wanted to give a couple of other examples of how good Artifact is at being the crazy. And this other one too was I was convinced that this was the same lady, the lady who was selling the old pair of flip flops.
Oh, that was great.
With the berry stains on the bottom. Because she, I guess she lived at a place where she has a lot of berry trees. And,
I got some underwear.
Was it?
There's stains on the bottom.
He found one of somebody giving away some used women's underwear as well a little while ago. We sent it to Grouty contributor Flash, and he read it and revealed to us that he was no longer interested because it did say that they were washed.
You didn't confuse the flip flops with the underwear?
Oh, jeez.
That's where my mind was from the get go. I just assumed that's where everyone else was thinking.
It's a tip we should have sent over to the Grouty podcast.
I'm a sick man.
One last one that I wanted to highlight. This was a great one. We're all talking about, what was it? It was like Memorial Day or...
It was 4th of July.
4th of July.
It was awesome, man.
Some guy posted on Craigslist that he needed a boat for 4th of July. And he'd if anybody had a boat out there that he could use for the day, and he posted this at like 3 p.m.
On the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July.
Little poo-poo, was he?
We were thinking he made a promise to his friends and then forgot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit, I need a boat.
Anyway. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, he said in last September, don't worry, I'll get a boat on 4th of July. It's all good.
But that's just some of the stuff you have to look forward to on Grouty this week. So make sure you tune in to Grouty. Detroit Grouty Radio this Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on TheMajors.net or Grouty.com. So make sure you check it out.
Absolutely.
Other than that,